Okay, so this is going to go over question 5 of the review this week. Okay, so now we're going to say we're choosing between two goods, X and Y, and the marginal utility is shown. All right, so we have units of X and units of Y. So X, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Units of Y, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're going to give us some marginal utility. So we're going to say 23, 16, 12, 8, and on this end we'll say 18, 16, 14, and 10. So the next step is to devise the marginal utility by price. And so we'll say the price here of good X is $4, and the price for good Y is $2. So we're going to calculate the marginal utility by price. Marginal utility by price. So for this first one, marginal utility by price. 23 divided by 4 is equal to 5.75. 4, 3, 2. And over here, 18 divided by 2 is 9, 8, 7, and then 5. And so just to go into numbers here, so there's 5 and 5 here. This is 4 and 8, 1. And then we say 6 here. This will be 2 and then 4. Now, if we have, say, a budget of $18, okay, so $18 budget, how many units of X will we buy and how many units of Y will we buy? Well, marginal utility by price. We'll buy this first unit here, 9. Right, $2, $4. We'll buy the second unit here. We'll buy the third unit here. And then we'll buy this unit here. So 2, 4, 6. We're at $10 here. We still have $18 to spend. We'll then spend on this unit here, and then 4 and 4 equal $18. So at $18 we'll buy 2 units of X and 5 units of Y. Now let's say that things change, right? And many other things can change. The price of X falls to $2. What would be the new quantities of X and Y? Well, we'd have to recalculate marginal utility by price. So this is still the marginal utility by price, but now we're going to look at X equaling $2. So the new marginal utility for X is here 11.586, 4, 2, and 1. So then at we still have $18, right? Where are values of X and Y? So then we'll say obviously this will be the first one purchased. We purchased this at $9, 8 and 8, 7, 6, 5, and then 4 and 4. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units at $2 a piece is $18. So now we purchase 4 units of X and still 5 units of Y. The last thing it's going to ask you to do is to derive a demand schedule. In other words, it's a table showing prices and quantities demanded for X. This is saying at some price, some quantity will be demanded. At price point 4, right, quantity demanded was 2. At price point 2, quantity demanded was 4. And this would be your demand table. So the last two tables are talking about maximize margin utility, right? We want to reach a state of equilibrium. So for equilibrium, margin utility of one item over price should be equal to the marginal utility of the second item over price. In the problem that they give you, we'll say Leslie or Lisa consumes only pizzas and burritos. That's all she eats. In equilibrium, her margin utility of pizza is 28, and the margin utility of a burrito is 21. So we know, so we'll say here this is for pizza and a burrito. So the margin utility of a pizza is 28, is equal to the margin utility of a burrito, which is 21. But we need some more information here. The price of a pizza is $3. What is the price of a burrito in equilibrium? Well, to figure this out, you can cross multiply and divide. So all you'll be doing is saying multiply 3 by 21 and divide by 28. So 3 times 21 divided by 28 would give you a price of $2.25 for burritos to reach equilibrium. If you're looking algebraically at this equation, you can break it down. So we only got P on the top, right? So we're going to multiply both sides by P. So times P times P. That will cross these out. Right? We only get P by itself, so we multiply both sides by 3. So times 3 times 3. We'll cross this out. We get 20 by divided by itself, so we're going to divide by 28. Divide by 28. Therefore, you're left with equals to P is equal to 21 times 3, 21 times 3 divided by 28, which is the same thing as up here. So the last question is going to ask you to analyze this equilibrium. So suppose you're consuming two goods, A and B. Your marginal utility of A, so your marginal utility of A, right, is equal to 16. The marginal utility of good B is equal to 3. The price of good A is equal to 8. And the price of good B is equal to 1.75. Well, let's actually calculate this out. 16 divided by 8 is equal to 2. And it should be equal to 3 divided by 1.75, which equals 1.71. Well, you can see that these two are not equal, right? So you can say, therefore, that you are not maximizing your total utility. So you should consume. Well, how do we get this to increase? Right? Well, to maximize your utility, we should consume more of what's giving us our positive utility, where we're getting more utility of. Right? This is a higher number, so we should consume more of this, and we should consume less of B.